Hello, and welcome back to the Mortuary Assistant. This note was on my desk, or on the desk. Uh, Rebecca, I understand why you were avoiding me. I would too. Ever since this found me, I would have had to push everyone and everything important to me away. I know you. I know you know that feeling more than anyone else. There has never been another soul I've shared this with that has survived, and every day I am unsure what I should be doing, if what I am showing you is right or wrong. I want to guide you. I want to be there for you because I've been here alone for so long and I know how much it hurts. It's been a very long time since I stopped to think about what this does to someone. I try not to. It's too painful. Living this way is insidious, Rebecca. There's no escaping it. This life is a destructive one. I have done horrible things that will follow me forever. I am so sorry that it's found you too. But there are two of us now. You don't have to be alone. We don't have to be alone. Don't be like me, Rebecca. We deal with enough demons. Don't create new ones to let in. There's still so many secrets between us, and I'm so sorry that it has to be that way. I know you won't understand, and I know it means you can never trust me. The truth is, I am a lonely old man, and I'm afraid of making the wrong choice. This life is alienating. It makes you do things you never believed you were capable of, and I want to shield you from that. I don't want you to suffer the same fate. Please know that the things I keep inside are for your protection. I would love nothing more than to share them with you, but you have already suffered so much, and I know how much more suffering there can be. I have to be distant, but I won't leave you.
I've already died, sweetie.
Are you kidding me? I was just gonna run through this as normal, and oh god, that note threw me off severely. I gotta get the code ready so I can get that key. And then I wanted to get all my stuff. I turned off the randomization so that way, I know I said this before, but I turned it off so that way I can be faster with it. Oh god. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through the information that's down there and I'm gonna restart this. Because so many things are out of order now. So yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, what? Oh, it restarted the entire thing.
Cord's right there. You could just hand me that. Thank you. It's 10:41.
Where should I be for this?
Over here is fine.
All right.
Stay to the side of the room, though, please.
Is me being here going to upset anything?
No, this is a very unique case, and I think I would like you here. Could you help me with this over there? What's that?
What was that?
Quiet, please. Who's still here?
Screaming.
Tell me your name.
She can feel her flesh.
Son, and the Holy Ghost.
The full flesh is not my cry. The full field the mark of my calling. I claim the presence at the threshold to my glory. I have lingered long enough, God. Prayer will save you. Only one may deliver the glory of my health. Let me out, Raymond.
You've taken enough from me. Burn in hell.
She already is.
Good. What? Good God. Today is the day of this soul's redemption. Most holy and prince of the heavenly
army. Saint Michael the Archangel. Defend us in our battle
enough from principalities and powers against the rulers of this world of darkness.
Oh, Raymond. I thought you were smarter than
In
that.
the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, bring the powers assigned to this woman to surface.
Jesus! Oh, my so thirsty. The God of perfect and calm man.
You need a new shepherd.
As wax melts before the fire, so the wicked perish in the presence of God. In the name of the Holy Spirit, reveal your name to us.
My name is beyond your knowledge.
Hold her down! Take the Bible on her! Behold the cross of the Lord. Submit to his divine grace, and reveal your name. You will release this woman from your wicked grasp.
I will torture this most slut soul for my pleasure until the day I claim what is rightfully mine.
Drive you from us, whether you may be, unclean spirits, all satanic powers, all infernal invaders, all wicked legions, assemblies and sects. The Most High God commands you.
Fields of my calling have belonged to you. You are too late for salvation, Raymond.
I will have my prize.
Drive you from us! Begone, Satan! Because there is no God!
This won't work anymore. It's gotten too dangerous, and I am far too close to keep doing this. Listen, I need another way. There must be a use for these symbols. Everything else seems to be structured that way, so it makes sense. If they can be forced out, there must be another way to call them forward before burning them. What little I've been able to find leads me to believe that the four symbols represent different sects of demons. Yes, there seem to be a hierarchy, three that are subservient to the one. I think these three are the key to what I'm looking for. Or it's been here the entire time. Going back over it all, blood and ash have always played a role. It's part of the binding that takes place. It should have been obvious. To me, it should have been obvious to me from the start of this. A symbol of the demon sect will define it. Blood and ash are the possessed to bind it. It should be able to create something with this to send them back. If I could burn them all together, I think I found another way. It's done. It's done and it works. This was the closest I've ever come to hell. It feels sloppy, but it works. The symbol of the demon sect, carved into a plank of wood with blood and ash. Burning these at the same time as the body of the demon is chosen will banish it. This is a very dangerous approach, but it's better than the alternative. I wouldn't have lasted long. I think it's time. I better understand all of this.
I'm missing something. I can't use that here.
It is September 3rd, 1987. Video log of any photos and audio recordings, 1967 to 1970. I've had some time to process this. It's been about a year now. I thought I loved her. I stayed by her side through all of it. Years of my life just gone. I believe the seizure that started all this was a result of its arrival. I think her body couldn't handle the possession, and it caused it to shut down. After the seizure, she would lay in bed most of the day, occasionally shuffling to and from various rooms of the house. I would often find her facing a wall, stopped getting up. She would simply lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, muttering to herself in what I believe now to be a demonic tongue. I think that was when I truly lost her. But it made everything easier. I didn't care anymore. I hated her. After my 3 years around the body, I now believe I was experiencing early signs of possession myself, near the end of 1965. I remember where things began to feel different. Small things, like lightheadedness, sensitivity to sound, headaches. The littlest things irritated me. I would find myself snapping back into lucidity in random locations of the house, not remembering where I had been or how much time had passed. It was when the body fell apart in my hands that I realized I'd been hallucinating, that I had been missing large chunks of time. Even if a demon is not yet inside, it has amazing power over its victim. There are a number of symptoms that, looking back, I believe were signs of the possession. The first, but least helpful sign, being the seizure. This alone wouldn't be enough evidence of possession, obviously, but it's worth noting. After this event, she would wander aimlessly, mumbling to herself. She would become irrationally angry with me at any attempts to help her. I began to notice wounds appearing all over. Lacerations, bruises, an unexplained scarification. She stopped eating, drinking, and eventually gave up all motion. After the body became fully bedridden, the only movement left was a periodic twitching in the extremities and rapid, shallow breathing. Muttering to itself, it would stare up at the ceiling without blinking. It was around that point that I observed the eyes had turned yellow, and the skin appeared to decay. All of this was noted with little concern, as I was already deep under its manipulation, and I had given up caring.
I'm still trying. What is that? Oh, that's the. Okay. I'm not sure why I've decided to write this. I don't keep journals, but it may be the only way I can deal with what's happening. To get my thoughts out, I thought this was over, but it's happened to David. I remember so visibly what it looks like. Oh, vividly what it looks like. I don't have any plan here. I just wanted to write. I keep thinking about David. I feel horrible. What he became was terrifying. I remember everything, but I haven't seen it in a living person before. I knew in my gut what was happening, but I couldn't believe it. It's been almost 2 decades. When the body came in, David almost instantly began to become irritable. We both knew something strange was happening, but it directly affected him. He felt sick and went home for the day, only to return that evening saying that he felt he had to come back and wanted to work. At that point, I couldn't ignore it. I tried to tell him that he was in danger, and that this was all real. He insisted on working, became irrational again, and asked to work alone. I again told him what to look out for, but he dismissed me. I went and bought a camcorder and told him to at least record anything unusual. I wanted to be able to show him once he was in a moment of clarity, so that maybe he would allow me to help him, but it all happened so fast and was over. I don't know what else to do. I feel helpless. So sorry, James. James, I thought it was Andrea now. Don't stop. I don't know what to do. Obviously, not everyone is susceptible. I've learned that much. It makes me want to never hire anyone again. Oh, Andrea. Oh, okay, now I see it. But I can't lose the mortuary either. Even if it did if I did close, it would still happen to me eventually. I'm back to writing here again. And it's been so long, I thought it was over, but I guess I've just been lucky. I'm scared. I was hoping this would never happen again, but I have a feeling that this is only going to happen more. Poor Angela. This is a horrible existence. I almost fell victim before. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time now until it chooses me. I don't want to be alone, but I think there is no escaping what has happened. I'll miss you always, Maria. But it was the right thing to leave you, to keep you safe. I know you would never understand. I tucked this journal away and forgot about it, trying to move on. I found it again today, and I guess I've been in a horrible place for a while now. I can't live with all this guilt. I feel so alone. I feel so angry at the life that's been taken from me. I stopped my life to take care of her, and she brought this in. I can't blame her. That's not fair. It's not her fault. I have to find a way to stop this myself. I have just been sitting here, huddled in fear, hoping this won't happen again. That it won't happen to me. I don't have much money, but I need to start researching this in a real way. I need to take control.
I'm missing something. I'm missing something.
This is Raymond Delver. I know this will sound crazy, but I believe I am being possessed. If I am to disappear, know that it was not of my own free will, and that I am a danger to anyone I may encounter. I should be killed on sight. This sounds terrible, but the woman locked in the basement must also be killed. For anyone that may encounter this, if you are experiencing possession, the blood of the possessed will react to the name of the demon present. Injecting the blood of the possessed into a deceased body with demonic tendency will act as a reagent for revealing possession and form the foundation for binding the demon to the body. That it can be marked with its name and burned. This should banish the demon. I'm sorry for what I've had to do. Know that it was only ever done to stop it all.
Mr. Delver, it is a great shame that I will not be seeing you, but I appreciate you sharing this with me, as this does seem to provide a reaction, and what you have made, it does make sense. It's a very clear way to identify a specific entity. However, I am curious as to the reason for the body identification aspect, as you would need the blood of the possessed inside the vessel, which I assume would already be the case, and tendency would be obvious. So I don't really see the value of identifying the vessel. However, the demonic identification and binding aspect of this is fantastic. Thank you for sharing your work, Urk. It's a great help to mine. As you've requested, I have returned everything with this shipment. With great respect, Akil. And I thought there was another... Oh, it's right here. I've been working relentlessly, and I believe I have made some progress. I have pieced together much, but I have found enough that has led me to a contact in Egypt. I'm flying out there in a few days to meet and talk about what's been happening. The trip to Egypt was extremely successful. Well, I feel I'm broke now, but it was worth it. Mr. Salah is an amazing help. I have come back with mountains of documents and copies of religious texts I have no idea existed. And it's changed a lot of what I believe. I'm going to start poring over these and see what I can piece together. There's something here. I can feel it. I'm so tired and angry. I feel so helpless. I can't do this anymore. Valerie didn't do anything to deserve this. None of them did. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm keeping Valerie here. I can help her. I'm sure of it. I feel like I'm so close to something that can stop this, but I don't know what I'm missing. I've been working on a number of things meant to combat these entities. I have found ways to uncover their sigils, which is promising. I've distilled this down to a science, and I know I can find the missing piece. I will help you, Valerie. I hate what I have to do. I have to feed her and care for her, even though she is violent and gone. It's far too similar to how this all began. I hate it. God damn it. 30 years of this. I have a theory, and I don't like it, but I can't let this happen to anyone else. This has to stop. I have some things I've been working on, and I'm going to send it off to Mr. Salah and get his opinion. If it's a viable method, I'm going to take this head on. If I can't stop it, I'll keep it at bay. I received some great news from Mr. Salah. I've been fortunate enough to not have another compromised body to this point, but I need one. My plan now is to work in the mortuary alone until this happens again. If I can establish myself as a potential conduit and survive the possession, using these tools, I think I may be able to take control as well as keep this from happening to others. I don't know what this means for Valerie. It's the only piece of this I don't know how to live with, but I might have to. Otherwise, it'll all be for nothing. So I think I'll just search through all this again, just to make sure we got everything. Okay, going to exit so I can talk about this. So my intention was to get the other ending of this, and I still might try. But it seems like Raymond has been dealing with this ever since it affected his mother. And I think all the people that he named were either people that he worked with, and I think Valerie was either the last one before me, or it was I think either she was like the last one that Raymond worked with, or was possibly like his girlfriend. And the reagent is the blood of the main possessed. So I think each one of those people that got possessed. No, that couldn't be it. Because there's something with her blood, because that's the reagent. That's what gets put in, and then you put it into all of them just in case it doesn't do anything bad. But with that and the name, it all reacts. Because they're all burned in unison. I think he's trying to go about it as like the less we know, the better. And I think I am going to end this episode here. So it's a bit of an info dump episode, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.